Good
Fun,
morning,
fun.
everybody. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love these calls. Just the energy that Mr. Al Thomas has is so stinking contagious. I see everybody smiling and laughing and waving. Oh my gosh, the smiles are so amazing. And you don't get that on other Zooms. You really don't. People just get into their routine and it's really mundane to, oh, I got another work Zoom. But when we have our Zooms, I get excited because we get to see our beautiful faces. Everybody's smiling. We're all having a good time. And it all stems from our leadership. It all stems from our leader, Mr. Al Thomas. So thank you so much. Thank you for always bringing the energy, no matter what day it is, no matter what's going on, no matter where you are in the world. You just bring that energy to help heighten us. And I don't know about y'all, but sometimes like I'm great at going out, as he mentioned, and I can go out and just drum up business because I have to. But sometimes I just don't want to. You just don't, and that's the case. And whenever I have those situations where I can't self motivate myself, these calls do exactly that. There are some days where I'm like, I just don't want to do anything today, but I have this call. Let me jump on. And I'm ready to rock and roll no matter who the presenter is, because it starts with Mr. Al Thomas, and there's always someone just as amazing to follow up. So thank you, Mr. Thomas, for your leadership. And thank you for allowing me to share on this platform and everybody else to help each other grow. Now, we all have different processes, but it's all the same system. That's what's so great, is that one thing might work in one area and not in another, just because of just the way people are. And people are weird. That's the truth of it. People are weird, and we just have to adjust sometimes. But sometimes people don't adjust. They don't like to adjust. When we're talking about technology changing things, when we talk about what is it, Netflix and Blockbuster, it's the same thing. They didn't want to change, they didn't want to adjust. So I had proposed this month, is what I had proposed, that three-way text or the three-way calls. That's something for me was just I wanted to get other people out of the way. That's really the reason why I did it, and the reason why I know Mr. Al Thomas prospects with people. Let's just get you out of the way, just show you how I do it, and let's get there so that we can be in front of the people. But it's turned into such a phenomenal system to where people are now gaining that confidence to do it themselves. So hopefully you've taken these examples that I've shared with you, real life examples, what's going on, and implemented them, not only with your team, but with people that say that they're going to pass you customers, referral partners, friends and family that want to help you out and maybe just don't want to do the business. That's okay. Just how they can refer people to you through that three-way text. I get it all the time through my referral partners, whether I meet someone at a chamber event, whether it's a BNI or any other networking event that I have. If someone, there are people that don't want to do this, and that's okay. They're happy doing with what they're doing. But as they pass referrals, every referral is sent to me via three-way text. It's that warm introduction. It's that warm lead. It's like going up and showing at a party and they say, hey, you got to meet so-and-so, go over and say hi. Or, hey, you got to meet so-and-so, let me come and introduce you. It takes that awkwardness of saying, oh, hi, Miss Jackie Black told me to come say hi to you. It's a little awkward. But if Miss Jackie Black brings and does that invitation and said, oh my gosh, this is my friend, Mr. Thomas. He is phenomenal. You are just going to love him. You guys are going to connect so well. And has that cross edification, she can step away and it be a comfortable conversation. That's the whole point of a three-way text or three-way call. But now when we do this, and it's up to the leader, which is you, it's up to the leader to now schedule those appointments. And I say, never hang up without scheduling an appointment. I'm going to show you an example of something that I did last week. So right before this call last week, I was speaking to someone in Massachusetts. I'm in Texas. She's in Massachusetts. We did a Zoom. I showed her the presentation. She says, yeah, I just got to think about it. She's a real estate agent out there. And I said, no problem. Now I'm going to talk about something right now. It's called a three-phase close, which most of you have heard, but I'm going to re-implement this to you guys because on my team, I've trained it, I've showed it, we've gone through it, but they still don't do it. And I think it's that comfort level. So I'm going to show you guys again what a three-phase close is. And if this is the first time, then congratulations, you're going to see it for the first time and it's going to blow your mind. It changed my world on how to close. But anyhow, we had this conversation. I three-phase closed her and she wasn't ready to sign up. After a three-phase close, if they're not ready, you schedule the next appointment. I said, no problem. We actually have a Zoom that's going on tonight. Mr. Al Thomas, he's out of Las Vegas. You'll love him. She said, I can't do tonight. And I said, no problem. We have one tomorrow. I can't do tomorrow. Listen, when is the best time for you? I freed up her schedule now. She told me to, I'm busy. I can't do it. She said, okay, I can do Tuesday at 9:30 Central Time, which was today. And I said, great, let's just hop on another call. I didn't know what the conversation was going to be about, but I wasn't going to let her just go think about it and not schedule something. So we had to get something scheduled. I scheduled it for today. It was just a phone conversation. And I'm like, I'm just going to see where she's at. She's probably going to tell me no, that it's not for her, no big deal, because I wasn't able to get her onto another group call. She has a couple questions, like, I just want to see how this works. I answered a couple questions for her and she said, okay, well, how do I sign up? And I said, no problem. I'm just going to text you that Zoom link. Cool, calm, and collected, as if it happens all the time. Y'all, if I can tell you how many people I close over a phone conversation, it's not very many. So I'm excited. I'm like, sweet, this is over the phone. And I was like, no problem, I'll hang out here. Just let me know when you pull up the website. I'll show you how to get to sign up as an IBO. And we signed her up on the spot right before this call. Why? Because I scheduled another appointment. There's always that follow-up. And they might say, hey, you know what? I'm not interested. I'm going to cancel the appointment. That's okay. But you schedule the next one. You get them to the next presentation. I will always, and I did the same thing today, I will talk about, depending on the very closest one. It's Mr. Thomas tonight at 8 p.m. Can you make it? No. Okay, no problem. Tomorrow we have another one. I'll actually be presenting on that one. That's going to be Wednesday at 7 p.m. Can you make it? No. Okay, well, what about Saturday? People typically have some free time Saturday. If those don't work, what works for you? Always know when the next presentations are. If you presented once, do not present a second time. Do not show them where you're presenting. Let them see it through someone else's eyes. And it's preferably through someone that's kind of in their wheelhouse. You think they'll connect. If it's someone that's really, really strong about women empowerment, I'm like, oh my gosh, you have to meet Jocelyn Driscoll. You will freaking love her. Let me see the next time she's going over some information and I can get you on a call with her. And edify that person and make sure it fits. It's okay if you do the first exposure, just don't do the second. Just get them exposed as many times as possible. So now that 3-phase close, after a presentation, even after the first exposure, we 3-phase close, the second exposure, we 3-phase close, the third exposure, we 3-phase close. It's all repetition, because our goal is to help get them out of their own way. Sometimes they have legit questions and legit reasons to wait, but most of the time they're just in their own way. Us as humans, we have a problem with self-sabotage. It's the truth. It's self-sabotage, and we will always procrastinate, we'll always push off until we have someone that's making us more comfortable. And that's what the continuation of seeing another presentation and 3-phase closing continuously, because then they say, you know what, I feel more comfortable. If this is all you're doing, I can do this. All you did is get me on 3 separate calls. All you did is ask me what I like best 3 separate times. It's just that repetition. And they're like, oh my gosh, if you can do this, I can do this. So I do want to show you guys what that 3-phase close looks like. And then we're just going to do this every single time. But I am going to let you guys know that I invited someone who I absolutely love on this call to help role play this with me. And all I did, what was that exact message I sent while this call actually already started? I said, can I borrow you today? And she said yes. Had no idea what the heck that meant. Maybe it was later. Maybe I need her to present. Maybe it's a testimony. I just said, okay, great. Be prepared. I'm going to call on you on the call. Nothing. I know her camera went off. Maybe she dulled up a little bit, like, Roxann, why are you doing this to me? But I literally just told her like 5 minutes ago, I'm going to borrow you. So she's going to be my prospect. She just saw the presentation. And this is the amazing Miss Maria Estrada. So I'm going to share my whiteboard with you guys, and I'm going to go through the 3-phase close. Just know the first phase is asking them what they like best. You hear that all the time. After a presentation, don't say, what do you think? It's what do you like best? And then responding to what they like best, and then asking them if they're ready to get started. If they say no, it's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to show them the fast start bonus. And then once you show them the fast start bonus and how simple it is, that's going to be a major word during that whole time, is how simple it is. Then you're going to ask them again. So it sounds like you like it. Are you ready to get started? And we still are going to hear a no from Maria. I'm telling you now, you're going to be a no. And then we're going to go to that fear of loss, which is that 3rd phase close. And it's saying, hey, we're looking for the CEOs, and you have an opportunity to override and be there first. So I'm going to show you how that looks like in real time. So Maria, you should have that ability to unmute. And we're going to start with, hey, we just showed you the presentation. Hey, Maria, who was it that introduced you? Who invited you to this event again? Can you remind me?
Yeah, that was Maria. That was the other Maria. It was
the other
Maria that invited me.
You just had to make this confusing, didn't you?
It's true, though.
I'm going to say Deborah. Let's just say Deborah for simplicity's sake.
Okay.
Awesome. So Deborah invited you. That's stinking awesome. What did you like best? Phase one.
I love the part that it's services and not products.
Right? Services are huge. Now, services, did you like the saving money part best or the making money part best?
I like the making money.
Right? Oh my gosh, me too. I felt the same way. I was like, I have these bills. I pay these bills. Why not make money off these bills? You're just like me. I get it. So Deborah said that you guys are pretty close.
Yes, yes, we really are.
I love that. So I know that you like it. I know that you like making money with us. What are your thoughts about locking arms with Deborah and myself? Because you know she's going to rock this with Deborah and myself, locking arms and partnering up with us. What are your thoughts about
The only thing I would see that would keep me from this is I don't know how much time I run two businesses, so I'm super busy. Um, so I don't know that I'd be able to invest a whole lot of time.
that? Girl, I feel you. So, side note, guys, Phil felt found. This is what Mr. Trolley always coaches on. So, you will see all of Mr. Trolley in my stuff. That is awesome, Maria. And you know what? I will tell you, I felt the exact same way. You know what? I was super busy at the same time. I ran a locksmith company. You heard me say that 24 hours, 7 days a week. But this is what I found. What I found is that because I talk to people on a normal basis, all I did is I referred people and I utilized my team. I utilized the people I'm working with. I know Deborah loves helping people, so she would love helping you. All you have to do is refer people to Deborah. Let Deborah and myself do all the heavy lifting. Sound pretty cool, right?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. So knowing that we don't have to provide much time in this, because I didn't either. I want you to as much as you want, whatever you're comfortable with, but I understand life gets crazy. Do you think it's something we can roll with and work together?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know that I'd be able to get started right away. I have a lot of things on my schedule this week. So maybe next week or something like that, we can regroup.
Perfect. I love that. That's awesome. So real quickly, do you have an extra second? Can I show you something real quick?
Absolutely.
Great. What I'm going to do since we're on Zoom here is I'm going to share my whiteboard with you. So as mentioned, we have electricity, gas, and I promise my writing is better in person, TV, internet, healthcare, which is one of our big ones, like all these services we offer. You saw all those, correct?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Do you think with my help, with Deborah's help, between all your services in your house and everybody you know in the world, do you think we can identify just 5 services?
Oh yeah, I think we can do that.
Simple, right? You can probably do it yourself, just in your own household, right?
Right?
So let's just say this is you right here. I'm going to do a little circle. This is you. We get you 5 services. Now, in that compensation plan, it shows, and excuse the mess, I'm going to keep saying that, but in our compensation plan, you saw with our first 5 services, do you remember how much I said you make with that?
I believe you said 200.
Absolutely. We said $200. Woohoo. But now, between Deborah and myself, what we're going to do is we're going to help you do a Zoom just like this and identify 2 people. Who are the 2 favorite people that you have that you know?
Probably my best friend and my daughter,
Love it. What's your best friend's name?
Rose,
Rose. What's your daughter's name?
Sarah.
Sarah. So we have Rose and Sarah. Now, if we helped you made your first $200, what do you think we're going to do for Rose and Sarah?
Help them make their $200.
Help them make their $200. Nailed it. We get Rose 200 and then we get Sarah 200. Now, how cool is it that we help Rose and Sarah make $200? We're helping them make money. And ACN says with this fast start bonus I had mentioned that you are going to make a $500 bonus by helping them make their first $200. That's a total of $700 for you. Pretty stinking cool, right? So now we have this initial investment and already get back $700. So we made our money back plus some. How much would you love Deborah and I at this point?
Oh, I would love you guys so much.
We're already best friends. We met 10 minutes ago, but we're already best friends. I love it. So great. Now that you see how simple this process is this something that you think that maybe we can speed this process up and get started today?
Yeah, absolutely. I like that. I
Okay,
like making
so
700 right away.
I love it, but we're going to pretend you said no.
Oh, sorry, I forget.
She
Okay.
got too
No,
excited, y'all.
I don't have the money to get started right now. Sorry, I got carried away with that. I wanted 700.
I love it, right? Awesome. So that was phase 2, the fast start bonus. Now we're going to go to phase 3. Listen, I get that. I understand 100%. I've been there. Can I show you one more thing?
Absolutely.
Okay, bear with me. We're going to go back to my drawing skills. I'm going to show you one more thing. The reason why I bring this up is because Deborah, I told her, let me know your favorite people, your top favorite people, because what we do is we like to create what's called a board of directors. And once we identify Deborah's board of directors, what we're going to do is now we can start building some depth, meaning we're going to introduce this to everybody Deborah knows. So say here's Deborah. Let me get back to my pen. Here's Deborah. Now, Deborah's board of directors, we're going to start with 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 board of directors, because this is the minimum of what she needs. Now, as we identify Deborah's 4 board of directors, and she continues to identify people, we'll have number 5 that goes here, number 6, number 7, number 8, and then 9, 10, 11, and 12 will fall in under that. You kind of see where I'm going with this, correct?
Correct.
Absolutely. So if you saw this first, which you did, if you had an opportunity to be first in line, 1, 2, 3, or 4, or closer towards the bottom, 9, 10, 11, or 12, what would you want to do?
No, I think I'd want to be 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Right? You want to be number 1. I'm always that person that says, I want to be first. Put me first in line. I don't like being last in line. I'm not the caboose. I hear you. So because we have another meeting that's actually going to go on tonight. Tonight we have a phenomenal presenter, Mr. Al Thomas. He's going to be on. Deborah's already inviting to tonight's call at 8 p.m. You have an opportunity, and I'm only telling you this not to pressure you or push you, just to let you know what's on the table and what we're doing. I want to be fair to you because you saw this first, but you have an opportunity to be first and take that top spot. Do you think that's something we can do right now?
That would mean that I would have to commit right now. I don't know if I'm quite ready yet.
Okay, I get that 100%. Are you free? Because I really would like you to hear from this gentleman, Mr. Al Thomas. Are you free tonight at 8 p.m.?
I can do 8:30. I might be a little bit late. Does 8:30 work?
Okay. You know what? I don't want you to be late. This gentleman, you have to hear him from the beginning because he is just so phenomenal. Just being late wouldn't do it justice for you. Let's see about tomorrow. Can you be free tomorrow at 7 o'clock?
Absolutely. Tomorrow works
Okay.
better.
Great. I love it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a Zoom link so you can jump on another call tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Now, it's going to have a fast start bonus. It'll go a little bit over what we talked about today, but just so that you can see it again and we can start building something. Does that sound cool?
I could do that.
I love it. Well, I know you're going to partner up with us. It's all a timing thing. We'll figure out the time. Don't worry about it, Mrs. Strata. We'll get this rocking and rolling. But I will see you for sure tomorrow. Well, let's get on a 3-way text, you, me, and Deborah, so I can get you that information. Do I have your permission to do that?
Yes, you do.
Awesome. All right, you guys, that's it. And I had to keep telling her to say no because I knew she wanted to say yes over and over and over. But what's so great is that because when they say yes at any point, shut your mouth and sign them up. That's the easy part. Don't say, okay, awesome, I love it. We'll sign you up here in a minute. Let me show you these other phases. No, the moment they say yes, like on the phone today, she's like, okay, I'm ready to sign up. Okay, great. I didn't even say, hold on, let's get on the Zoom. I just said, I texted her, here's the link. Let's get you going. So once they say yes, your job is done. But that 3-phase close is more to see what they like best and if they're ready to get started. Again, that second phase is that bonus, that fast start bonus, showing them how simple it is, because sometimes they think it's hard. And then that last one is that fear of loss. And then now she's going to get on the call tomorrow because I cleared her schedule. Do not send, and this is one of my biggest pet peeves, is when I'm on a 3-way text and my reps will start sending flyers and links. Like, no. Clear their schedule first. Let them know that this is an opportunity that they just don't always have access to. Don't say jump on whenever, here are all the calls. That's just way too much information. So I didn't tell her anything. I just said, you have to meet Mr. Thomas. I can't do it. She said, I'm going to be late. I still said, don't show up if you're going to be late. Don't do it. Let's get you on another one. And so I got that for her. Now she's going to jump on that. And then after that, what we're going to do, I'm going to call her immediately after tomorrow's call. And guess what I'm going to do? Three-phase close again. Awesome. The second time around, was there something else that stood out to you? What did you like most the second time around, or was it the same thing? And then just have that conversation. Realize that it was a conversation. My excitement level, my agreement level, right? Even if she's saying, I'm too busy, right? I felt the same way. Let them know that you're on that same page. It's okay for them to be busy. It's okay for them not to have the money. It's okay to have these objections. Let them know that that is normal. So you guys, that is it on the three-phase close. It is super simple, but it takes practice, I don't know what it is that I think it takes guts. People are just so scared to close people, but you can't get anybody to sign up without asking. We're not pushing them. All we're doing is asking. And there were so many times where people had said no. We go through the three-phase close and they're like, oh, that's it. I can do that. Sign me up. Let's go. So that's it, you guys. That's all I have for you today.